So you can probably tell from our video, it was chucking it down literally the whole time we got out of the car, which is fine because generally I'm waterproof, but the camera did not like the rain one bit. I have been in conditions like that before and it's been fine, but lately the camera's been playing up with error messages and just turning off, turning on again. So I think what the issue was, because it was raining so much, and I had the microphone sort of jack opened, the rain was possibly getting into the camera via the side ports. So yeah, I got maybe 20 minutes through, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, just wouldn't turn on, kept error message. Also the lens not communicating with the body, which I've had that before with the EOS adapter. So yeah, not good. So I had to just switch on and off every time, hoping that I could get a shot or two. Again, not ideal at all. So I've been thinking for a while to change setups, just maybe sell a couple of lenses and get one RF lens, because they're absolutely extortionate price. But yeah, whenever this happened with the error messages and turning off and turning on, sort of lean more towards I'll just sell the whole lot, and just maybe try something else. Like I've had a Nikon camera, that's the very first camera, D200, and a few other Nikon cameras as well, and then my first camera with work, first camera I bought was a Canon 5D Mark II, which was a fantastic camera. Even these days it would probably still hold up for most jobs, and then I sold it. I just stopped for years. But yeah, I've never had you know, likes of Fuji or Sony or, you know, Pentax or any of the other ones around there. So yes, what I first tried is I'll get a new AF adapter, see if that changes. So I ordered one of those, and it came. Whenever I put it on, it actually it didn't work at all with any of the lenses, which is strange because it's brand new, and the one I have, obviously it's second hand, but it works for all three of my lenses if it's in landscape mode. If I turn the camera portrait, it just will not communicate with the body and the lens, which I find strange. So the brand new adapter did not work at all. So I sent that back, but then that only confirmed. I said, you know, I could rattle on, maybe try. I did actually go out once more. I'll put a few images up of Peatlands Park. It's the first time I've ever been to that park. It was beautiful, but again, turning off, turning on mid-shoot, there was error messages coming up, so we just cannot rely on it. So started the process of, right, we'll just sell the whole gear and get an upgrade. So then the thought is, what do you upgrade to? You know, I don't do this full time professionally, so it's, you know, you're working within a budget. Do you get second hand? Do you try and run the risk of maybe running into the same thing again? Do you go brand new and just, yeah, ask Santa for some new gear? So honestly, you get excited about new camera gear and setups until you start looking through reviews, and I've looked at that much of actually information overload, so I had to step away from it and just clear my mind and have a think, right, what I'm using the camera for, what's the budget, and go from there. So yes, what I did land on is a Sony, which surprised me. I've never even thought of Sony. You know, whenever I bought my first camera, the Canon 5D Mark II, Sony, yeah, they were there, but they weren't sort of at the top of the tree. You know, you'd Canon, Nikon were sort of the leaders. But now it seems to be everyone's playing catch up to Sony's autofocus system. So Sony AR5 or A7R5 has just been released. So thankfully, whenever a new camera is released, the version down from it, it's sort of down at a knockdown price, if you like. So yes, I landed on the Sony A7R Mark IV, which, yeah, it's fantastic. I've literally only used it once so far, but even holding it in the hand, it's a lot different from the Canon. I mean, it's very nice. I mean, the screen's crap, to be fair. The back LCD panel, like, it's not a fully articulating one like the canoneosr, but you know, it'll do. I don't use it that much. I'm actually going to keep the R. I'm going to use it for video purposes only, because that's the only thing I can maybe rely on it for. Still, is it just, you know, it's a 50-50 shot where you're going to get if it's going to play ball or not, and you're missing shots, like. So yeah, we've landed on the Sony. So we're landed on, again, one thing looking at the body, another thing then, okay, lenses. And the Sony lenses, they're the G Master, which is their own sort of flagship lenses. They're not, I don't think they're as expensive as the Canon RF glass, because you need to sell a limb to try and get one, but they're still quite pricey. You're probably looking no less than £1,000 per lens, you know, depending on what lens you're going for, how fast and whatnot. So again, looking through, managed to get land on a Sigma 24-70 2.8 art lens. I got it for, like, guys, like, you look at it second hand on eBay, same with the body as well. People selling lenses and body second hand, and they're actually same price brand new, which doesn't make sense. So luckily enough, I got the body and the lens brand new, which is the first, so should be fine, hopefully, touch wood. Shouldn't be any issues, any error messages. So yeah, looking forward to getting out and playing about with it and seeing what we can get. I mean, it's a 61 megapixel camera, so yeah, there's a lot more to play with. You know, you can crop in a lot more. Not that I'm not big on cropping in anyway, but it's there if I need to. Obviously, print wise, you'll be looking forward to testing the prints, see what the difference is, you know, physically, rather than just looking at a screen all the time. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. I mean, there's still, like, I would probably look at a telephoto lens and possibly a wide-angle lens at some stage, but yeah, I would have to wait until either I win the lottery or we start saving up and going from there. So yeah, at the moment, one lens, 24-70, which again covers most, to be honest. I mean, 24 is not the widest, but it'll do for, like, you know, landscapes. And 70, you've got that bit of reach just to go in a wee bit. So yeah, we're hopefully heading down to Donegal, Malin Head, which has never been, in the next few days, and seeing what we can get there. But yeah, hopefully the Sony, so far so good. I mean, I haven't tried it for video or anything, but stills wise, yeah, it's very good. I have another short video Well, the first time we took it out in an abandoned mill, which was interesting getting into, and we met a few characters at the end. But hopefully, it's all good. I mean, it's a fantastic camera, so it's up to me to use it in the correct way and get some decent images. So yeah, let's see what we can get.